guys, today I'm going to show you how to get a MySQL server. First of all, we need to get the server installed then we can use it to create new databases, tables, columns, and to insert data. So first of all, let's get the server. You can get it by going to oracle.com and after you go here, you can go to downloads and there's the MySQL. And you can download it from here, but if you download it from here, you're gonna have just the MySQL server and you're gonna have like a terminal, like a command prompt or a terminal on Linux. For example, I'm just gonna show you. I have it installed. I already have XAMPP installed. I'm going to talk to you about it later. So chost MySQL bin. Okay. For example, if you install just the MySQL server, you're gonna have to log in like this, like MySQL username root, because my username is root, and then p, and then it's gonna ask you for the password, and in my case it's empty because I have XAMPP, and you're gonna have like this, and this is very difficult to use because you can't copy, you can't paste, you can't. The commands are it's very hard to manage your databases from here. You can do it like. You can do it, but it's better to use like some other software. For example, you can use the phpMyAdmin interface. You can install this. If you're on Linux, I already have a tutorial for how to install the LAMP stack. That's for the Linux, but in my case we need a Windows web server and everything. That's usually called WAMP, like Windows, Apache, MySQL and PHP, or just install XAMPP, because XAMPP is one of the most popular web servers and it has everything. It has Apache, MySQL or MariaDB, they are like almost the same thing, PHP, and we also have Perl, so that's a good thing. So let's get started. You can just download it from here for Windows, and then you're gonna get the installer and just install it. Usually you're gonna get an installer in like the default installation folder is C, and then you're gonna have XAMPP like this. But in my case, I rename XAMPP to host because I like it's more professional, and I just go to host, and you're gonna have all those files here. And here you have Apache, configuration files, everything, and then you have htdocs where you put that's the document root where you put your script to get in order to develop your websites and everything. And here is the phpMyAdmin. So let's talk about MySQL right now. After you install the XAMPP stack, the XAMPP software suite, you're gonna have this control panel, and you can start Apache here and MySQL. When you start Apache, if you have problems with it with starting, like if it is not green here and gets your error, it's because usually you have another software that it's in conflict with the port of Apache, which is 80 and 443. For example, if you run VMware, that's or VirtualBox, that's a software for virtualization, you're gonna have a problem, so you have to close first the hosting for the VMware. But that's another thing. You can just ask in comments if you have a problem, and you can see that everything is working fine. I have FileZilla for FTP, Mercury for mail, and Tomcat for Java development. But in my case, I just need Apache and MySQL. I have MySQL started, and I can go here, localhost phpMyAdmin, and this is my interface for the MySQL server. I can just create database. I'm just gonna create a new database, YouTube, and I have a database. And here you can create tables and columns and insert your data. I'm gonna make another tutorial for that, so don't worry, I'm gonna explain everything. And yeah, that's how you install XAMPP, and how to get a MySQL server and how you can use it. So instead of using this command prompt, and it's very difficult and very uncomfortable, you can just use this and go to SQL and I'm gonna type the same command, show databases, and I'm gonna execute it, and I have the same results as I had in my command prompt, but it's more beautiful, it's more design wise, and yeah, it's more user friendly, and you can manage your data in a more fashionable way. So that's all for today. I'll see you in my next videos. If you like my videos, subscribe to my channel for future programming tutorials and hacking tutorials, everything you can think about when you think about technology. I'm going to try to explain a lot of stuff.